Welcome to some fun exercises to improve locked forelegs during full back drop and fold up stands. Start with a very low, stable, non-inflatable platform and have your dog target it with their front paws. Reward them for the initial target with their forepaws. Next, lure or target their face backwards ever so slightly so that their shoulder weight shifts backwards without moving their forepaws. This may be a very, very tiny shift for a beginner dog. As soon as they show any sign of shifting backwards, instantly mark and release them forward completely off the platform. Try and keep their body straight while doing this. Don't worry if their back legs shift, and if their forelegs shift, simply release them completely from the platform, reposition them and start again. Do not do multiple attempts of shifting back without releasing. Here you can see me practicing with the little puppy, and I'm adapting it to be much faster for his impatient brain. However, the increments still remain the same tiny little shifts backward. If the paws move at all, simply release the dog completely from the platform, reset and start again. Personally, I do not use no reward markers for this, because if the dog is doing something that I don't like, it is 100% because of the way I have lured it or pushing it too fast. I also do not use any verbal cues whatsoever. Under no circumstances should you be telling your dog to down, drop, bow, anything like that. As with all conditioning, we are wanting to slowly increase and change the criteria over time as we adapt their muscle strength. So the cue will forever be changing criteria and confusing the dog. Here you can see I'm making it more difficult by using a raised inflatable. I have clearly made an error where he springs upward and lifts his paw. This is because I've not stopped to target at the top of the stand before releasing, causing him to spring upward unbalanced. Now you'll see that it's completely fixed because I've slowed my own methods down. If you notice the dog's paws shift as you go to drop down, reset because the dog was not balanced correctly. As soon as the dog has got their own balance under control, they will do it correctly. When training locked paws for tuck sits and kickback stands, you may find it easy to use targeting for the toes at the front, while also providing an elevated and very stable surface for the rear legs. Even very healthy dogs may struggle to keep their paws locked or their butts straight when doing these transitions due to a lack of conditioning. By elevating the rear of the dog, we are removing the gravity aspect and making the transitions a lot easier. For beginners, try limiting yourself to just 5 repetitions each day, as this is very fatiguing on beginner muscles. As you can see here, when the dog sits, their butt is below their neckline. This is ideal height. Try and keep their nose, their neck, their back and their butt all in one nice straight line during these transitions. Easier said than done, we're still beginners. Don't worry if their legs aren't going all the way back, this is just the beginner stages and we've got exercises for that later. As the platforms get lower and lower towards the ground, the difficulty increases. Ensure plenty of days practice have been put in before starting to increase difficulty on your dog. 60 seconds of repetitions 5 times a day for 1 week will do a lot more good than trying to drill and quickly progress through levels. While Pablo is ready for the more difficult levels, he still needs to warm up each day, and so I always start him on the easy difficulty and quickly progress through to the ground level. Luring angles are super important for fold back drops. You can see here how bad my downward angle is, causing an arched spine. Instead, firmly place the lure in the dog's nose and fold the dog backwards in one straight line. All legs should fold evenly and the nose, neck and spine should remain all completely straight. Here you can see twice that I hold the lure too high, first accidentally getting the dog sitting and then having the dog fold back drop but with the neck arched backwards. Today I also introduced a new kickback stand game with a slightly angled platform. As you can see, Pablo is very confused by this new addition to the same exercise that we've been doing this entire time, which is just as well that I haven't added any verbal cues. The goal of this exercise will be to have completely locked forepaws, jump into a tuck sit, and then jump into a kickback stand with full hind leg extension. This exercise is much more advanced version of the tuck sit kickback stand, and I'll slowly be adapting and increasing the difficulty on this as he grows. My ideal outcome from these exercises will be a dog that can jump into tuck sits, drops and kickback stands perfectly stacked without moving their forepaws 1 inch. As always, if you've got any concerns for your dog's health, see a qualified professional physiotherapist for a full assessment. These are just fun games to help the average healthy dog. We hope you enjoyed.